Just wanted to do a real quick update video on my 009 mod watch. As you can see, some mods happened. I apologize for not being able to get those on camera, but I couldn't have any distractions of the camera. I found that with what I needed to do to get that all lined up and everything required my full concentration. And I have the other issue I'm having, and I have, the tools to do it, but to get all of the little specks and debris out of there. I've had this movement in and out of the case probably about at least 10 times already, getting that lined up. And you can still see, it's really close to perfect, but a little more tweaking and it'll be dead on. I'm going to leave it though for now because I do have a flat AR coated sapphire from crystaltimes.net coming. So that'll be going in, and when I do that, I will get all of the debris out. Got a nice scratch on the case too because I slipped getting the case back off, but I do have that signed crown on there. This is the nh36 movement, and then this is the dark blue, I forget the model number, what is it, the srp773 I think, the dark blue turtle dial, which it's hard to see. On the naked eye, it does look, it's still a dark blue, but it has more of a blue hue to it. I don't know if I can get it. I don't know if I can get it so you guys can see it. I'll have to get it in natural light or something, I think, for you guys to see it. Or maybe if I put it next to a Jonathan's Black 007, which I had in the winder. And his is running a little slow. Not horrific or anything, but there you go. I think when it's next to the black one, then you can definitely see the blue. So his has been running for probably a good 48 hours, and I just set this one. So this is like the correct time. So you can see his is running about 30 seconds slow. So, but, it's not broken in yet, so I don't know if I want to mess with it. Plus, I haven't messed with regulating or anything yet. So, when I start doing the mods on his, I will regulate. So, the other thing I want to look at doing is to see how the day wheel is canted a little bit. I don't know if that's something I can adjust. If anybody's watching this that has messed with aligning the day and date wheels, if I could align that day wheel better, that would be awesome. And then any tips for the crystal install, which I've seen some videos and some reading up on that, so I think I'll be okay with that. And then I will try to regulate this one eventually. My 7S that I pulled out of here, I was actually really happy with. It was running probably about 4 or 5, maybe not even that much, maybe 4 seconds slow a day. And that was fine. I could bump that up a little bit if I needed to. But now that and I will show in a video what I had to do. The plastic ring around the movement for the opening for where the crown goes in, that tube that goes through the case, it hits either side. There's a plastic relief in that surround, and it hits the tube that protrudes into the case. And I'll explain it later and show you, but I had to take a knife and trim some of the plastic so I could move the movement. I found, if you really look at the center of the bracelet, I found that the triangle where the pip is and the chapter ring, it almost seemed like they were to the right, but I'm pretty sure now that that's not the issue with the Seikos. I think that the movement itself is actually, because you can adjust it a little bit left and right, but it hits that tube. So I had to open it up a little bit so I could turn the whole assembly inside a little bit clockwise. So, but now I've opened it up so I can move it a little bit. And then once you get it moved in there, and then it pushes down a little bit more and it kind of locks into place. But I will take the case back off this one again, and I will show it to you. I'll at least show it to you and explain that. That's what I'm seeing. If anybody else has what their opinion of it is, but if you look at it, and it's hard to get, with angles and everything, but it is super close to being dead on right there. It's definitely better than what the other movement was. And again, I'm going to pull it all out, and I'll have to play with it some more anyway, so I'll show you guys at that time. But let me know what you think about this guy now.